like to start the presentation of Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya by sharing the institutional vision with the honorable team members. The vision of this university had always been the global cultural and spiritual renaissance as identified by the Kulpita Pandya Shri Sharma Acharya, the founder patron. He talked in 1964, he said that the goal of any academic institution should be to provide conscientious individuals who could serve as responsible citizens of the society. And he said that cannot happen, that is impossible to happen unless the students have got the spiritual foundations in their life and they are supported, they are harnessed, they are protected, they are nurtured by a cultured society. Spirituality to him, I would quote, spirituality to him had nothing to do with the religion. Spirituality to him meant imbibing good qualities, being a good individual, being a good human being. And culture to him meant cultivation of good qualities. And the combination of both, he said, would provide an educational institution which could mold its students into noble and enlightened human beings, selfless, warm-hearted, compassionate and kind. That was his dream in 1964 when he talked about Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. He said there is a need of an educational institution like Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, and that vision is reflected not only in the name of the Vishwavidyalaya, Dev Sanskriti, divine culture, because we are meant to preserve and propagate the Indian culture, but also in our philosophy to create all-rounded individuals. And that is reflected in our emblem where we proudly say Sa Prathama Sanskriti Vishwara, कि संस्कृति का उद्देश्य देश को और समाज को सही दिशा देना होता है. Before I come to the point that how his vision turned into reality, how it turned into execution, allow me to share few words about the Kulpita, Pandya Shri Sharma Acharya himself. He was the founder patron of Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, lived from 1911 to 1990, and 39 years of his life were absolutely in the solitude. He was in sadhana, he did not meet anyone, and whatever he managed to do in the 41 years of his publicly evident life. And what he did in those 41 years of life is beyond imagination. Imagine a person who wrote 3,200 books, close to 3,200 books. Imagine a person who translated entire Vedic scriptures and made them available absolutely free, open source, no copyright, anyone can have that. And he was also a person who pioneered some unique concepts like scientific spirituality, thought transformation, architect of new era that I will talk about in coming slides. But he was also a celebrated freedom fighter. He served for 4 years with Mahatma Gandhi in the prison. He lived with Maharshi Arvind Ramana Maharshi. And he was the person who was given the prestigious Light of Asia Award by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and then by Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji by releasing a postal stamp in his memory. But the accolade that serves him best, in my opinion, is that he ruled the heart of 100 million people. These 100 million people that we can call as the Gayatri Pariwar family. And the Gayatri Pariwar family has got not only 100 million members, but 5,000 centers worldwide. It has got presence in 89 different countries. It's headquartered about half a kilometer from here in a place called Shantikunj. And everyone comes there. The place is unique in the sense that it's spread across 300 acres. 25,000 people can live there at any time, but there is no charge for anything. People can come for 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 1 lifetime, 3 lifetimes. There is no charge for anything. It is absolutely free. So his life, I just wanted to share because it serves as a source of inspiration for all of us. And he said that the goal of Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is to unite contemporary education with the spiritual training. He wanted the best of the past to be amalgamated with the present and to provide best of the future. That we need to take whatever there was in the ancient wisdom and provide it in the contemporary setting so that we can provide the best for the future, and we can provide the cultivated, well-rounded, competent, personality uplifted graduates who have a scientifically grounded understanding and experience of spiritual transformation and a powerful drive to use their gifts to promote the greater good of the society. And that is reflected in the Kulgeet of the university. मानवीय उत्थान का जो अनवरत आधार है, देव संस्कृति विश्वविद्यालय सृजन का द्वार है. That this university should serve as a gate for man-making institution. So with that vision, with that mandate, with that philosophy, with that teaching and vision, Gayatri Pariwar, which is the founding organization for Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, in 1998 purchased this piece of land. And then in 2000, we started the postgraduate college at this place. And we were granted the permission to establish the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya on the basis of an act on 22nd of January 2002, passed by the state legislature and notified in the Gazette-wide notification on 11th of April 2002. It was again a historical moment because there were 70 legislative members in the Uttarakhand Assembly and everyone wanted to contribute. whether they were in the ruling party or in the opposition, everyone wanted to say that they want to say good words about Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya because this is a noble initiative. So with divine blessings and with support of full administration, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya came into existence in 2002. It is duly recognized by the University Grants Commission, as evident by this letter from the University Grants Commission. We were duly inspected by the UGC Inspection Committee, as shared by the outline by Honorable Vice Chancellor also. In July 2010, and the committee not only applauded the efforts of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, but they stipulated that the model of the Vishwavidyalaya should also be replicated at other places if possible. So the copy of the Act, Statute and the UGC Inspection Committee's report already been given to honorable members in the introductory kit. The university is duly certified by the ISO. We were certified by the TUD SUD South Asia Private Limited, who came to inspect us in 2013, provided us the ISO certification for our quality management systems in 2014. Then we were re-audited at the end of 2014, and our certificate is valid until 2017. University is also the member of National Council for Teacher Education, and we offer the B.Ed programs through that certification. University is also recognized as a Center for Distance Education by the Distance Education Council of India. Prior to the 2009 regulations, which limited the state private universities to function within the remit of the state itself, we were offering courses all over India through our hundreds of centers, but now we are offering the courses through our distance education center here to 20 centers in the state of Uttarakhand. Then it is the first state private university of Uttarakhand, completely sponsored by the Ved Mata Gayatri Trust, and we do not take any financial aid from any government agency, as outlined by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, that this university functions on a very unique concept of Samaydan and Anshadan. So this is the recognition, this is the idea of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. Now I come to the more factual understanding that the university is spread across 75.37 acres, and it has got 64,100 meters square of built up area. This is the figure when the report was submitted. It has gone slightly up since then, and we are located in a very beautiful surroundings of Ganga on one side, Himalayan on the other side. Hindi में हम लोग कहते हैं गंगा की गोद हिमालय की छाया. So we are literally sitting there. And the university has got 6 auditoriums. This is the photograph of the largest auditorium called Mrityunjay Auditorium, which is the main auditorium. It has got capacity to accommodate 1300 people. And we have got the best cyclorama in the northern India. And that's why we were chosen by the delegation of European Union to showcase the European films last year in this campus. Then we have got 2 more auditoriums with a capacity of 400 each, 2 more auditoriums with a capacity of 200 each, and 1 more auditorium with a capacity of 120. We have got 3 seminar halls, including this one, and we have got 22 lecture theatres, and all are equipped with modern ICT facilities. Then we have got a central library, which is a 5-story building with 150 seating capacity. The library has got 34,500 book titles with a staggering 26.08 book titles available per student in the university. Then we have got excellent outdoor and indoor sports facility. Professor Sonavane would be interested that we have got cricket, volleyball, football, kho-kho, kabaddi grounds available. And then we have got the indoor facilities available in the sense of carom, table tennis, and separate gymnasium facilities available for both boys and girls. Then we have, this university is fully residential, so we have got the residential facilities available both for staff and the students. All the staff, they reside within the campus of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, so 300 staff members along with their family members are residing within the campus. There are 5 different blocks for them, and we are also building 2 new staff quarter accommodations at the moment. We have got 3 canteens. The largest one is called Anandamay Bhojnalaya with a capacity to cater 1600 diet at any time. Then second largest is the Annapurna to cater about 1400 people at any given time. And third is for our non-academic staff to support about 300 people at any time. And all the meals are absolutely free. There is no charge for anything. Then we have got very good health services network. There is a triage and assessment service supported by 2 consultant physicians, 3 Ayurvedic physicians, and we have got also an yoga and arogya polyclinic attached to it. So we have got yoga therapy, marma chikitsa, acupressure, physiotherapy, laboratory available, as well as there is a psychological disorder clinic headed by me, and we have got a team of clinical psychologists for any psychological disorders. In addition to that, we have got a 50-bedded hospital in our second campus in Shantikunj, which is absolutely free, and all the services, including the minor operations and everything, are provided there for free, not only to the students but any common person walking to the hospital. Then we have got local amenities in the sense of 2 bank facilities are available, one in this campus, one in another one. We have got 3 ATM facilities available. We have got a post office, courier service, provision store, laundry, barber facilities, all available within the campus of the university. Then we have got 4 hostels, 2 boys, 2 girls, and 1 international hostel. Boys and girls hostel capacity is about 1400, and the international hostel has got capacity to accommodate 60 international students, 30 boys and 30 girls. So this is the infrastructure of the university. Then I come to some special attractions. I started with the slide of Mahakal. Mahakal is the temple of Lord Shiva, situated literally in the heart of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, and some of the honorable members had the privilege to actually visit the place in the morning, and that also has got an amphitheater to accommodate about 500 people at any given time and used for special occasions. Then we have got this very special place called Shri Smriti Upvan, and Shri Smriti Upvan has got herbal garden along with the acupressure path, designed in such a way that walking on the path would automatically restore the balance of the body. The Chief Minister of the Uttarakhand liked it so much that he ordered that the replica of this Upvan should be made in every district of the state of Uttarakhand. 200 Smriti Upvans have so far been consulted by through us and actually made in different parts of the India, and I would strongly urge the honorable members to spare a time to visit the place. Then we have got a Gaushala with 220 cattle that is part of the Rural Management Department of Vishwavidyalaya. It functions on zero waste management. All the products are recycled and used, not only the medicines but the cow products are used to create the daily care products. Then we have got some very special attractions, like these are the photographs of the Vedashala, ancient Indian observatory that is left only in 3 places in India now, Jaipur, Delhi and here. And the person who was the last director of the Delhi Jantar Mantar, Pandit Kalyan Sharma, these were made actually in his direct consultation, and currently it's being looked after by the Mahendra Sharma ji, who is the head of the Jyotish department of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. It's again a very special place and a very precious place here. Then we have got a secondary school in the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya campus called Gayatri Vidyapit. There are 1400 students studying in that one, it's CBSE affiliated, and all the children of the DSVV staff and Shantikunj staff, they study within the premises of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. This is another special attraction of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, that we have got the 3rd National Judo Academy of India in collaboration with the Judo Federation of India, and the coaches that we have not only represented at the national level but they have won medals at the international level. It's just been opened by the Chief Secretary of Uttarakhand about 2 weeks ago on the 2nd of August, and we are hoping to get national recognition, international recognition in the field of judo through this academy. Then I come to the governance and leadership model of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. There are 3-tiered approach. Academic bodies are there in the form of the departments, Dean Academics, Student Welfare, Director Research. Then we have got the administrative bodies headed by the registrar with placement cell, registrar section, controller of examination, IQAC working under him. Then finance office headed by the finance officer, all responding to the central administration, and central administration is responsible to 4 statutory bodies comprised of Board of Governors, Finance Committee, Academic Council and Board of Management. And we have got some very reputed members in our academic council, such as the former Vice Chancellor of Birla Institute of Technology. We have got the Vice Chancellor of Himgiri University. We have got a nice representation from all over the India, and the copies of those bodies have been given to the honorable members in the introductory kit. Then I will come to the departments, and because of the lack of the time, I will come straight to the departments. We have got 10 departments, and I have got 1 slide each for all departments. The largest one we have got is the Department of Yoga and Health. Department of Yoga and Health have got 3 centers working under Yoga and Health. Centers for Human Consciousness and Yogic Sciences, which covers the academic departments, Center for Holistic Health Management, which offers certificate programs and also look after our Ayurvedic pharmacy, then Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine, which has got 3 centers working under it, Yoga Arogya Polyclinic, Naturopathy and Panchakarma Center. It's all headed by a very renowned yogic specialist, Professor Suresh Lal Varnawalji, who has got 28 faculty members with him, 400 students. His faculty has attended 15 faculty development programs in last 4 assessment years and conducted 28 workshops, seminars, conferences or symposiums. These are the courses being offered by them: certificate, bachelor, PG diploma, masters and PhD program. These are their publications, but the important recognition that they have got, that recently our student Dilraj Preet Kaur, she was named as the brand ambassador of Uttarakhand by the Chief Minister on the International Yoga Day for her performance. And the team of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya have won 19 gold medals, 9 silver medals and 7 bronze medals in international yoga competitions in last 4 assessment years. Then we have got second largest department as the Department of Computer Science, headed by a very respectable Professor Abhay Saxena, who is a big name in the field of cloud computing and artificial consciousness. He has got 15 faculty members with the students 254. These are the count for their FDPs and the conferences, and these are the programs that they offer. Besides these programs, they also offer BSc in the mathematics. They have got the publications and they are institutional member of Computer Society of India. Then we have got Department of Psychology. Professor Nath would be interested, and Dr. Uthari Raj may have been interested in the computer science. Professor Himadri Saab, he has got 3 PhDs. He has got PhD in zoology, he has got PhD in yoga, and he has also got the PhD in psychology. He has got 16 faculty members, 291 students. These are the FTP and conferences count for the psychology department, and these are the courses being offered by them, publication and the special recognition that they have got, that they are the honorary awardees of International Council of Professional Therapy from London. This is Department of Rural Management, a very special department of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, headed by a very experienced academician, Professor K.S. Tyagi. He served as the joint director for a very long time, and they have got some very experienced faculty members in Department of Rural Management. They have got 7 faculty members, 18 students, but besides the regular courses, academic courses that they offer, they run a variety of extension programs. In last 4 years alone, they have reached to more than 150,000 farmers in last 4 assessment years to teach them for free. जो रचनात्मक कार्यक्रम उनके द्वारा चलते हैं लोगों को निःशुल्क ट्रेनिंग देने के, by that method they have reached to about 150,000 people. They have got nice publications, and their faculty was recently selected for national professorship by the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, and they also the national award winner for authoring standard reference books. Professor Karan Singh has written about 18 books from this department. Then we have got Department of Environmental Science. It's headed by Professor B.D. Joshi ji, who is also the director for the IQAC, and again a very respected member in Northern India. Everyone knows his name for the work that he has done for the environmental sciences. He has got, besides him, 4 other faculty members. Student strength is 73. These are the FDPs and conferences that they have conducted. These are the courses that they are offering, and in spite of the fact it's a juvenile department, it's only been there for last 4 years, they have got nice contribution in terms of the research, and they have got nice recognition in terms of the award winning at the international arena. Then we have got Department of Communication. They have got 2 centers, Journalism, Mass Communication, Animation Studies, headed by Professor Sukhnandan Singh, a very calm, composed and very sincere man, who has got 2 sub-centers associated with him, but they have got 100% placement ratio. They have got 100% placement rate, and recently the Animation Studies student, they were directly taken up by the same firm which directed the movie Bahubali, and from last batch of 15 students, 9 were taken at the Hyderabad, 6 went to Chennai, and they all are working 100% placement directly from the campus. This is their department. These are the courses being offered through Department of Communication, BSc in Animation, Bachelor programs, PG Diploma, PhD in Journalism, Mass Communication. These are their publications. And one of our alumni, Pratik Dubey, he was the member of the VFX team of the Oscar-winning movie The King's Speech. This is the Department of Indian Culture and Tourism, has got 2 centers, Center for Indian History and Culture, Center for Tourism Management, and in spite of the fact that there is a very young, dynamic, energetic faculty in tourism management, they have attended 54 faculty development programs, and they have got a very nice student strength for themselves too. They offer courses at the level of bachelor, masters and PhD, and they have got significant contribution in terms of research, and they recently been selected by the Ministry of Tourism as the knowledge partner to promote spiritual tourism. Then we have got Department of Oriental Studies. It has got 4 centers working under it: Center for Theology, Center for Scientific Spirituality, Center for Life Management, Center for Music Studies. I will just give explanation of 2 major ones. Center for Life Management. Life Management is a module that is mandatory for all students of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. This is a program started with the idea that students should have the right understanding for the life. So So they can be good doctors, good engineers, but they should also be good human beings. And with that ideology, we give them training on the personality refinement, disaster management, all student it is compulsory, environmental awareness compulsory, English and Sanskrit communication compulsory for all, first aid and basic life support compulsory for all, and also the last year students, they receive training on anti-corruption. So this all being offered through the life management. Then we have got scientific spirituality model. An idea was that the Gurudev said that spirituality without science becomes superstition. People are doing things, no idea why they are doing it. And science without spirituality becomes destructive. So unless there is a right mindset to it, so he said both needs to work together to provide something meaningful for the future. And this is the Department of Scientific Spirituality offering that. Then we have got a very nice Center for Music Studies. Professor Kar would be interested to see it. And then we have got a Center for Theology, which are working to provide training all over the India, not only in the field of religious studies, but also providing the workers at the ground level to go to different extension programs. It's headed by Professor Jiten Tiwari, who is the most respected member of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya family. 100% people who are sitting in this room would not be sitting if he was not here. So he was the source of inspiration, heart and soul behind all of us, and he has got 14 faculty members, 35 students, and these are the FTPs and conferences attended by the Department of Oriental Studies. Then these are the courses offered by the Oriental Studies, and I did not mention the life management, scientific spirituality, which is mandatory for all. Then they have recently been recognized by the Ministry of Higher and Technical Education, Rajasthan. Department of Languages has got 3 English, Hindi and Sanskrit studies. In the past we have also offered courses in Russian and German, but at the moment we do not have the faculty for that. Then we have got Professor R.S. Chaturvedi, who was the Dean of the Banaras Hindu University previously. Professor R.S. Chaturvedi was the previous Dean of the Banaras Hindu University, a very experienced person. He has got work on the field of Tantra. He has written 18 books only on the field of Tantra, and he heads the Department of Languages. There are 10 faculty members, 117 students, FTP and conference count is there. Then these are the courses being offered through them, bachelor programs, master and PhD program. These are their publications. And recently, through our collaboration with the University of Texas San Antonio, they were made the part of the National Writing Project. It was called the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya and San Antonio Writing Project, and this was conducted through Department of Languages. Then lastly is the Department of Education, headed by a very experienced academician, Dr. Mamtaji, who has also got support from 2 very experienced academicians, Professor Karmyogi ji and Dr. Raman Sharma ji, and they have got a faculty strength of 8, student strength currently is 78. We have got permission to run 100 B.Ed students program, but for this year we opted for only 1 because of the limited residential facilities, and FTP count and conferences are there. Then these are the courses being offered through Department of Education. This is the publication, and they were recently chosen as the expert member of National Council for Teacher Education Syllabus Restructuring Committee. Now you come to the student strength. Current student strength of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is 1165, and as you can see that there is a wide representation, not only in terms of the state, but in terms of the gender, in terms of the representation in the courses, in terms of the representation from different sections of the society. The university is widely represented. We have got students not only from West Bengal but also from Arunachal Pradesh and far south up to Andhra Pradesh, and then we have got international 17 students at the moment representing 9 different nationalities. Current student to computer ratio is 5.5:1. There are 430 computer units in the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. Then faculty, we have got 115 sanctioned positions. This is the course-wise distribution of the faculty, and we have got 119 filled positions in the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. Then this is the ratio. We have got 61% male, 39% female. This is the ratio in terms of this is the ratio in terms of the professor and associate professor and assistant professor. This is the ratio in terms of the PhD, and total out of the 119 sanctioned positions, we have got 66 PhD members, which is 72.71% of the total positions, and there is a ratio of 8:1 in terms of the student and faculty in the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya.
This is the admission process of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. We have got 2 intakes in a year, barring certificate programs. All courses start from 1st of August. 1st of August, all courses run, but we start with the admission announcement in the end of January or the February, and we exploit all possible mechanisms. We use the printed paper, so all the leading newspapers, they get the support. Then we get also the electronic channels. We also use the radios. We also use the online methods. In addition to that, we also use the resources of the Gayatri Pariwar. Gayatri Pariwar has got a monthly magazine called Akhandjyoti that reaches to 11 lakh people. We use the admission notice information in that one, as well as in the fortnight newsletter of Gayatri Pariwar called Pakshik Pragya Gyan. Then students are expected to complete their application, submit it either in the person or by post or by online method. Then they sit in the written entrance examination at 11 centers in India, and we have got centers in almost all parts of India, far south up to Hyderabad we have got. And then these students who are selected in the written entrance examination, and depending upon their marks obtained and the percentile of the total, they are shortlisted for the interview. And then the final list is made after the interview, depending upon the total marks obtained by the student in the written examination as well as in the interview. But the final admission is offered only if they pass the medical test. And as you can see that the applicant ratio is slowly increasing. In last 5 years, we are attracting more and more number of applications. Then the first day of the students in Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is always a memorable one for them. We started a very unique concept called Gyan Deeksha. कि यदि दीक्षा का अंत है तो दीक्षा का प्रारंभ भी होना चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट डे ऑफ द स्टूडेंट दे सिट टुगेदर विद द teacher and student, they both are sitting on the floor, and a student is taking the pledge offered by the guru is saying कि I will give my best of knowledge to you, and a student saying that I will do best for the society. इधर से वो संकल्प लेते हैं, उधर से वो लेते हैं. That is the idea of Gyan Deeksha. We have had 27 Gyan Deekshas so far, and it has all been chaired by respectable peoples, vice chancellors. 4 chief ministers of Uttarakhand have chaired so far, 3 governors have chaired it so far. It's headed by the very respectable people from all over the India. Then it is followed by a 4-day induction and orientation program of the students. International students go separately, Indian students go separately. There is a 4-day introductory arrangement for them, where they are not only made acquainted with the local premises, daily amenities and everything, but at that point in time, we made them acquainted with the student support system of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya too. So Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya have got a very 360-degree sort of support system available. In terms of academic support, there are course coordinators appointed for each and every course, which serve as a bridge between a student and the head of the department. Whatever concern the student would have in terms of their academics, they can always reach out to course coordinator. Then at the same time, they are given the academic calendars, copy of the syllabi, teaching plan, and also the feedback system. There is a 360-degree feedback system in Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. So there is a feedback system available where students can provide their feedback. Then there is a non-academic support available in terms of student welfare office and also the hostel warden. Then we have got a special sort of support system available for psychological issues. There are psychological counselors available within the hostel itself. So they are like this junior faculty member. They provide their time in the hostels, both in male and female hostel, for guidance and counseling services. We are residential university. Many students in the earlier days also feel homesick. So that sort of support is also provided. And the senior students also provide a mentorship role to the junior students. Then for the spiritual study circles are there to enrich the complete, holistic, comprehensive growth of the students in the form of spiritual study circles. Then there are some students who, in spite of the fact, as outlined by Honorable Vice Chancellor, that we do not take any tuition fee, there are still students coming to us who are academically worth, but they are unable to maintain their finances. So we offer them a scholarship in the name of the Kulpita Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya, and in last 4 years we have offered that scholarship of free education to 37,25,000 worth to more than I think 400 students. Then there is another scheme, a very special scheme called Srijana, that functions as part of the rural management block. It's called Earn While Learn scheme. So all the students who cannot actually obtain the scholarship, but they are unable to maintain their finances, they can work, they can learn vocational skills, and they can sustain themselves through that program. So this is the student support system of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. Then besides the academic activities that I shared earlier, their life here is committed for 3 things: to develop character, competence and culture. And I will share very few slides on each of them. For building character, there is a very special arrangement that Honorable Chancellor himself takes life management and scientific spirituality classes. He sits at the highest governance position, and he is a renowned cardiologist who left everything when he was called by the Kulpata Pandit Shyam Sharma Acharya, and he serves as a source of inspiration for all of us. And not only he spares time every Thursday to meet directly with the students and the faculty member, he takes every alternate Thursday there is a class for all students, and besides that he spares half an hour to interact directly with the students. So if they have got any concern, they can come directly to the Chancellor to get advices on their different problems, issues and concerns. Then in terms of building character, we have got spiritual study circles. We have got 43 circles supporting 869 students and 22 faculty members. All the students who have learned something valuable and meaningful, they do once in a year program by the name Abhyuday. This is done actually once in a year. Whatever they learn, they do it at the end of the year. It is completely run by the student. विद्यार्थियों का program है, उन्हीं के द्वारा conduct होता है. And we have been graced by some really great people like His Holiness Dalai Lama. He was here to support us for the Abhyuday program. Then we have got another very special initiative by the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya in the name of the internship. Internship is a system started by the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya about 12 years ago, with the idea that students are getting this subsidized education because society is contributing for it. So they should return it back to the society. समाज से जो मिल रहा है वो समाज को दें. Or every student, they go for a maximum of 2 months of internship before they get their certification. They work for free in the society in their respective field. So if it's a student of education, they would work free in the school. It's a student of computer science, he would work providing the digitization in the village. It's a student of yoga and psychology, they would run the free health camps. And so far, in last 4 years, 1096 groups have been sent by Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya in 23 states, 307 districts, also in 3 different countries, reaching to 2 million plus people. From Dharamshala up to way in south, even up to Andaman Nicobar and to top of the Sikkim and Meghalaya, our students have reached through internship program. Then another great idea started by the main organization Gayatri Pariwar in the form of 7 revolutions. So Gurudev said that the major role of Gayatri Pariwar is to provide support in 7 areas. One is your own transformation, sadhana, and 6 were the social areas. 6 social areas were the free and quality education. So there are about 50 educational institutions that are directly and indirectly part of Gayatri Pariwar, where our students can go. Then there are free health programs being organized by the Gayatri Pariwar. Then there are self-reliance initiatives. Self-reliance initiative, we provide free training to our students in 32 different disciplines. Then women empowerment initiative, environmental conservation initiative. Imagine that 10 million trees have been planted by Gayatri Pariwar in last 2 years, because every footfall to Shantikunj is absolutely free, and in return it is expected that you would plant a tree. या तो एक लगा हुआ ट्री है और आप उसके दोस्त बन जाइए, तरु मित्र, और या फिर आप एक ट्री लेकर जाइए और लगा दीजिए तरु पुत्र, उसको अपने बच्चे की तरह से उसकी देखभाल करिए. And with that ideology, we were able to reach to 10 million people. And last year, Honorable Prime Minister, he called to understand this thing, that how did we manage to reach to 10 million people? And he wanted to discuss this concept along with discussing the concept of starting smart villages with Honorable Chancellor last year. And in addition to that, we run de-addiction programs throughout the India through this 7 revolution scheme of Gayatri Pariwar. Then the last one for building character is another unique initiative started by Honorable Chancellor and late President Honorable Kalam Sahab when he came to Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. He started a program called DIA. DIA was Divine India Youth Association. So he said, you have built this model. आपने देव संस्कृति विश्वविद्यालय का मॉडल बना दिया है, but it is here. What would happen to those students who are in IITs and IIMs and other institutions? He said, start something for those students. So we started to open these chapters where we can do all these social internship initiatives without them being enrolled to Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. So they can be part of this movement wherever they are. And through this model we have reached to it. It was started in 2006, and since then we have opened 307 districts in different educational institutions all over the India. Then our NSS division is very strong. Recently, only 3 days ago, the number of units have been doubled by the state because of their commendable work, and they work very relentlessly, providing support to all the villages around in this area. So this is the different schemes available in Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya that would allow the students to build their character. In addition to that, the second area is to promote the culture. Honorable Chairperson has got significant work on Indian culture identity, and you would really appreciate that this is the work actually done by Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, because we are university known for Indian culture. One is the International Festival of Yoga Culture and Spirituality that we started to do 5 years ago, and in 5 years time we have had representations from 39 different nationalities, and more than 12,000 people have participated from all over the world, and there have been Nobel laureates taking part, there have been major people actually taking part in the international festival. Last year we had the Nobel Prize winners as well as the Gandhi Peace Prize winner, starting the international festival, and it's a very memorable event where not only students can learn from the great people, but they can also enrich their own culture. Then we have got some special programs like Unnayan. When the new students come, जब भी नए विद्यार्थी आते हैं तो पुराने विद्यार्थी उनको अपने परिवार में शामिल होने का आमंत्रण देते हैं. There is no concept of ragging or anything in Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, but it is a very unique thing that older students, they say that you are now part of the family, and this actually program is being run by the older students in the name of the Unnayan, that they arrange this program, and then all the major festivities of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, they are celebrated in the name of Utkarsh, celebrating festivals ranging from Ganesh Pratima Visarjan to Navratri festivals. Then we have got Utsav, which is the annual function of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. Every year 3 days are spared for Utsav program, where we run sports league throughout the year. So, हर Saturday Sunday को sports league होगी, and the final would be done at the time of Utsav, annual function celebration at the end of the year, usually in the February or March month of the year. Then this is another special occasion, and I would save it for you to experience when we would arrange the Deeksha ceremony in 2 days' time. It's a very special initiative taken by the students, guided by the Kulpata Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya, where lamps are lighted to celebrate the world peace. कि हम सब के बीच में संभाव आए, हर व्यक्ति अच्छे दृष्टिकोण के साथ आगे बढ़े, ये उनका भाव था, and this is celebrated in the name of Deep Yajna. So we have shared the initiatives in terms of building character, promoting culture, and now developing competence. Besides the academic and other extracurricular activities that I shared, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is committed to the research, and we have got an international journal, started publishing it 3 years ago, and it's a very respected journal now, and it's reaching to about 1,000 people nowadays. Recently we issued the recent issue of the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya journal is dedicated to Indic disciplines. Then we have got other writing opportunities for the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya student. We have got this Sanskriti Sanchar, which is the newsletter run by the Department of Mass Communication Journalism. Then this Gyan Prabha, this comes from the Department of Education. Sanskriti Manjusha is completely run by the students, it's their magazine. Renaissance is the e-newsletter of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. And besides that, we have got Palash and Prakhar. These are 2 other newsletters run by the students. And recently we did the US with the University of Texas, the San Antonio writing project. Then this is another special thing done by the students. It's called Apno Se Apni Baat. कि जो students की अच्छी बातें होती हैं, they share with themselves. The key to this board is actually with them. Whatever good they do, their poetry, their poems, their drawings, they can post it directly on the wall, and it is shared among the students. Whatever good is being shared within the students. Then we have got another great thing here called Learn from Leaders. So different time intervals, great people come to the campus of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, and students get an opportunity to learn from themselves, like Honorable Prime Minister. Then we have got the head of the First Nations of US, जो Red Indians की society होती थी, he was the head of the First Nations, and he traveled first time outside the US and Canada to travel to Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. Professor Maurizio Arena was the advisor to the Italian government for renewable energy projects. Professor Pillai, who was the founder of Symbiosis International University. Then we have got Mr. Patrick McCullum, who was the Gandhi Peace Prize winner for last year. Then Padma Shri Karthikeyanji, who was the former director to CBI and also the head of the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case. So students get the opportunity to interact with these great people. Other people like Vijay Bhatkarji, who was the inventor of the Param computer. Dr. Pavel Swittel, who was the head of the delegation of European Union in India. Then Carsten Oherman, who was the board of directors for Mercedes-Benz. Chandrabhanu Patnaik ji, who was the head of the Institute of Mass Communication Journalism. Professor Vladis Pirags, he was the head of the European Medical Council. John Frank Mostad, he is a ministerial member from Norway. And Dr. Manas Mandalji. Dr. Manas Mandalji had been here on many occasions. He is the Director General for DRDO. So students have got the opportunity to interact with these very learned people to enrich their own potential at different time intervals. I am coming to the end that then to develop their competence, the students also have got the opportunity to develop their other skills for vocational development. There are 32 skills that we teach in the premises of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya absolutely for free. Every student has the opportunity to learn them. It is already made the curriculum part of the B.Ed program. In addition to that, it is also part of the life management program, so all students can go and learn at least 2 self-sustainable skills from there. जो भी आप यहाँ देखेंगे, it's actually made here. This what I am wearing right now is actually made here. All the paper that we have offered to you, it's recycled paper made within the university. We recycle all the paper and use that as the stationery. So all these skills student learn, get the opportunity to see. And I would strongly request all the team members. I know that it's a long walk, but at least get the opportunity to see. It's a really remarkable place to see. Then the last but the least is the evaluation system, that the university follows a semester-based examination system at the moment, and we are slowly moving to CBCS. We have already moved to the grading system in terms of examination, and the marks ratio 30 to 70 from this year. Also, we converted all the credit to the courses, and we hope that with the introduction of open and generic electives, we shall be able to move completely to the CBCS by the next academic year. Then 80% eligibility, 80% attendance is needed to be eligible for the examination, term end examination. So there are 2 semesters, like Honorable Chairperson earlier said. Internal external ratio is there with 20 to 80 from previous year. Now it's 30 to 70. Internal to external exam ratio is 40 to 60. Then after they achieve the necessary examination marks, which is 40% for individual paper, 50% overall, they are declared pass. And the average pass ratio of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is 92.7%. Our students are placed at very respectable positions, very nice places all over the India. And I think above all these places, this one I would quote as the most, that many of our students, they come back, because in spite of the fact that they get the positions at very good level, they still want to come back and return it back to the society. So a great strength of this Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is in the brand ambassador of our students, who really want to come back and serve us and return it back whatever they have learned from here. So our journey, in very summary, 2002 we started with 89 students and 8 faculty members, 4 course programs, and now we have got, in 2014 we had 1178, 119 faculty members, 53 course programs, which is now 55 course programs. And in this duration we have had 4 convocations. First convocation was headed by the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Shekhawat ji. Second president by the heart president of everyone, Kalam Sahab. And then third was chaired by Shri Margaret Alwaji. Margaret Alwaji was the governor of Uttarakhand that time. And fourth was chaired by Shri Pranav Mukharji ji, the current reigning president of India. This is the photograph here of all the PhD scholars and the gold medalist of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya sitting with Honorable President Pranav Mukharji ji and Governor and Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. These are the collaborations. The university has got 26 collaborations, very good collaborations in the Europe, and recently we have got a very good collaboration with University of Latvia, and we are trying to build the first center for Baltic culture and studies in the Asia in our university, that shall be opened by the Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Shri Sushma Swaraj ji, in coming days. And this is a photograph of signing the collaboration with University of Latvia. That is also in Latvia. This is with the University of Texas. And our faculty have gone to and fro through that collaboration. Recently, our Department of Environmental Sciences faculty members, they went to Kazimir's Vaiki University to learn something that is only taught in that university, that is revitalization of riverways. That is very important in terms of the Ganga river here. So they went there to learn the course, and they are now hoping to start that program here in Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. These are the photographs of different conferences. We have conducted 46 conferences, national and international, last 4 assessment years. These are photographs, especially this one I would like to share. This was done first time in India. This was the World Council of Elders of Ancient Traditions and Culture. It was gathering of the elders. So Incans, Mayans, Maoris, they all came to Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, and it was a very memorable experience for all the faculty members as well as the population of Haridwar when this took place in 2012. These are photographs of different other conferences, and many people actually have come to Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya for these workshops, conferences and symposiums. Then awards. Recently, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya was given the award of Econs for value-based education, received by the Registrar of University. Then this is the photograph of the International Yoga Competition, where our faculty was, and also the student was given the award as the gold medal. Then this is our student who was recently made the brand ambassador of Uttarakhand, and this is her team who got all the gold medals in the International Yoga competitions. These are the photographs of various dignitaries visiting Chancellor, who is a very respectable figure in all over the India, not only the spiritual figures, but like Kalam Sahab and different dignitaries, not only from political arena, but like Sir Edmund Hillary, they have been to meet him. Then the university is part of various national missions. Recently, we were selected as the International Yoga Day. We were selected by the Shri Vikas Swarupji. Vikas Swarupji is now Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson. We were selected as the core committee member to conduct the International Day of Yoga celebration. And that day, उस दिन 16,66,000 लोगों ने गायत्री परिवार के माध्यम से 6,000 जगहों पर एक साथ योग किया था. So we were the part of the national committee for the International Day of Yoga. We were also made the expert member of restructuring the National Council for Teacher Education syllabus to introduce the yoga, and that time. And 2007, when we started the B.Ed program, that time we introduced the yoga as a core subject in our discipline, and that's why they invited, because nowadays when they have restructured the syllabus, we were invited as the expert member. We are also made the knowledge partner of the Ministry of Tourism by the Cabinet Secretary recently to promote the spiritual tourism, which is a forte of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. This is another very unique initiative taken by the Prince Charles and King Abdullah of Jordan. They recently invited us, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, 24 scholars they invited from all over the world to create a United Nations draft resolution, and there were 6 people selected, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, Cambridge University and Virginia University, to write a United Nations draft resolution. This is a photograph of that event. Then we are also the founder of the Baltic Center. Recently, the Latvian Foreign Ministry, they arranged a campaign for us to introduce the Baltic Center for Culture and Studies to the people back in Latvia and Lithuania. Then we are also the invited member of Ministry of Higher and Technical Education in Rajasthan. And we are also the invited member of Swachh Bharat scheme. Recently, Suresh Prabhuji, he wrote the letter to Honorable Chancellor asking us to be the part of Swachh Bharat scheme, and we have been given 300 railway stations in India to clean it thoroughly. So university is also part of various national missions throughout India. We think that our strengths are like this, that we have got a very beautiful ambience. It's based on teaching of a very renowned scholar, groundbreaking scholar, and a very great man. It is aimed at the comprehensive development of the students, and we are based on the innovative concept of Samedan and Anshudan, and it follows a very unique model of social internship. We do consider there are some weaknesses, like because we are a juvenile institution, it's 13th year in running, we are still attracting experienced academicians, but we are working harder to attract even more. We need to acquire some consultancy projects in the desired disciplines, and currently budgetary provisions in the sense that we want to be transparent and creditable to those people who are collecting the money and giving it to the institution. So I would not say that we are short of the money, but I would say that we are more conscious about the money. कि हम लोग उस मनी को जितने ईमानदारी से यूज़ करना चाहते हैं उतनी ईमानदारी से करने का प्रयत्न करते हैं, ताकि जो लोग अपनी भावना लगा करके पैसा दे रहे हैं, they should be able to appreciate the result of their work. These are the challenges that we started. Like you see, we started with 29 students, we reached to 1200. So continue maintaining the value-based education to 1200 students is a challenge for us, and to continue providing scholars with employable opportunities, because more and more conventional courses we offer, the employable opportunities seems to be limited for them, and we need to continue attracting students from diversified background and to keep the faculty abreast with the global expectations. However, there are many opportunities for us that we can provide socially conscientious individuals, which is the main theme, vision and goal of the university. We want to take non-conventional research in the conventional areas, and we want to establish some centers of excellence, and we want to exploit the full potential of the extensive network of the parent organization, which is the Gayatri Pariwar, about 100 million members, 5,000 centers worldwide. Last slide is the future plan. So first is to establish the Center for Baltic Studies and Culture. Then we want to establish some centers of excellence in the field of value-based education, indigenous psychology, Vedic informatics, indigenous communication. We want to establish a library of Vedic manuscripts. We have got about 300 or so at the moment. We want to increase that strength. We also want to work on the digitization of ancient Indian literature, and we want to create animated tales of Mahabharata and Ramayana, which are the strength of the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. We want to start some new courses like MEd program, MCA, MBA programs, and we also already got the academic council approval for them. We are waiting for new hostels to be built and new staff quarters to be ready so that we can start the course. And recently we have been selected by Sir John Wood, the Secretary General of Commonwealth Association of Commonwealth Universities, to be part of the Commonwealth Universities program. And very last, now I will just end my presentation here. And before I would end the presentation, there are some testimonials of some dignitaries who have been to the Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. This is a 2-minute video clip, and I will end my presentation there.
I am indeed delighted to participate in the second convocation of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. I am very happy that this institution has been created with a motto of developing the divine culture, which is of utmost importance to us while we are on the path of transforming India into a prosperous, happy and peaceful society. We have the responsibility of transforming India into a developed nation before the year 2020. It is the task of the educational institutions like Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya to empower the youth with value-based education and equip them to spread the confidence among all the people that we can do it.
Shantikunj, the social service organization that founded Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, has done a great service by establishing this institution to provide these social objectives. I am also delighted that your institution mandates every student to undertake a course on life management to imbibe social responsibility through internship programs, institutionalizing life-based knowledge and exposure through the medium of academic curricula is a practice that is worth emulating. It is the innovative ideas and the holistic education that Vishwavidyalaya imparts which has made it a center of excellence that attracts students from India and abroad, including Russia, Iran, Germany, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Japan, Spain, Czech Republic, China and South Korea.
मुझे विश्वास है गायत्री परिवार के द्वारा आंदोलित इस सारे दिया आंदोलन के माध्यम से देश के युवाओं में वो संवेदनाएं प्रकट होगी, सामाजिक जिम्मेवारियां प्रकट होगी, एक साहस की वृत्ति पैदा होगी, कुछ करने के लिए, कुछ कर करके दिखाने के लिए जीवन को लगाने की इच्छा होगी। देश के लिए जीना सीखो, इस मंत्र के साथ आप सब आगे बढ़ें। यही आप सबको मैं बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। मैं डॉक्टर साहब का बहुत आभारी हूं कि यहां सबके लिए दरवाजे खुले हैं, कोई भी आ जाए। और पूरे हिंदुस्तान में अब एक ही एड्रेस है, कहां जाना है, डॉक्टर साहब के पास जाना है। सब राज्य सरकारें अपना डेरा तंबू यहां डाल दिया है। सबको मालूम है कि यहां से व्यवस्था सुचारू ढंग से होगा। इस एक व्यवस्था के कारण कितना बड़ा लाभ होता है ये हम देखते हैं। कई जगह पे खाना नहीं था, यहां से खाना पहुंचाया गया ताकि कोई भूखा ना मरे। ये मानवता का इतना उत्तम काम इस पवित्र धरती से हो रहा है, डॉक्टर साहब के मार्गदर्शन में हो रहा है। मैं फिर बार आपके इस महान प्रयासों को प्रणाम करता हूं, आपको वंदन करता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।